I was a Christian back in the day, and right now I am learning about Christianity a lot. I was Lutheran from my childhood and I grew up in church. I was shoveling the snow, I was doing a lot of things, and there was a little thing that happened to me. I was looking at Jesus and I looked at. I was looking at Jesus and I looked at this place where they donate money, and I was standing like this, and I was like, there are 2 euros. I sort of fantasized about stealing it, didn't steal it. Then let's mark something here. And I went to another church and I did something really awful to test whether people really deny Jesus in them or are they just playing. So we were at this church that was located somewhere around Gulbene, which is church that is really beautiful church. It has no priest, it has no seats. It's sort of like burned out church, and some people go there and really donate money. I don't know where that money goes. So the trick that I did there was I was like, "Don't you believe in Jesus? If you don't believe Jesus, take this money." And nobody took that money, and that was really important. So I really understand that people who sort of mess around and think about people who sort of mess around and think about not accepting Jesus are a little bit afraid of him, which is actually not that bad in the beginning, I think. And the thing that I really, really, really was curious about in Nietzsche when I first read him was his idea about being an overman, which is the guy who goes around the world, creates something out of the blue, I think. And then I was having this discussion with my brother and his wife, which I will keep private. And I really tried them to convince that not believing in Jesus is a really, really good thing in case you want to be really real, authentic, and cool. So the realist question is when I started to deny that Jesus exists and started to be a little anarchist. It happened when I was studying in school in Riga and I was smoking a cigarette and I was really thinking about my relationships with Jesus. And I sort of was really worried if that's it. I felt really guilty. And this guilt trip led me to Nietzsche. And Nietzsche teach me teach me a really valuable lesson that reality, uh, not reality, freedom hurts. So when I had a little note here that freedom hurts, I really tried to test it. I worked at this casino for a year. I left it, and it was sort of rule breaking. And I basically tried to get free. I skipped that job. Hold on, say skip. I finished that job in a pretty awkward way. I left by faking that I forgot my phone in my pocket. I said some swear words and I said some swear words in Latvian, both in English. And they fired me. They offered me the job back. And I sort of cheated the system. And then I got this money for having no job. And that's where I really felt it. I really felt free. I got all the studio gear for my musical project, and I didn't have anything to do. So I started practicing yoga, cold showers, veganism, and I really, really drink a whole lot. So the main point of this is that if you deny Jesus, you basically start to live in anarchy. Then you trust your freedom. Then it hurts. Then you are a little bit more awake. Then you sort of start to think about your religion. Then you start to disrespect other people. And a good thing indeed, is that I have my godmothers and godfather who are really good hands for me to actually make these talks. Thank you for listening. This was it.